Hello everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be doing another episode of the Complete Marvel Rivals Guide. My name is Kearless, and if you don't know me already, I am a two-time Peak Eternity player and continue to play this game to this very day. It's nice to meet you. This is the Complete Marvel Rivals Guide. It is a series where I will be posting every single day going over high-level concepts that you should be utilizing in your own games if you want to improve. My overall goal with this series is to help a ton of people to achieve their peak ranks. And without any further ado, let's get into it. On screen now, I put up the complete lesson guide, so if you guys ever want to jump around to each lesson, you guys can look on screen, pick a lesson, choose one, and jump right to it. Alright, so just a couple of disclaimers today. This video today is going to be pretty boring. I have about 40 minutes to get this done and publish it because I try to publish it by 12 a.m. So I'm going to be moving through this one. I had a very busy day too, so I'm pretty tired. So I'm just going to try to get through this. Not going to be as many words on the screen. I'm just going to talk you through it today, have gameplay on, hopefully, if I can find some. But yeah, hopefully you guys like the video, and let's get right into it. So last lesson we learned to prioritize the objective over eliminations, but knowing what to fight for isn't enough. You also need to know how to move around the map efficiently. So good positioning is where you stand, but good rotations are how you move between those positions. So today, which is lesson 14, we're going to be talking about rotations, and the fastest player isn't the one with the best movement mechanics, it's the one who's already where he needs to be because of his rotations. And you might be asking, what is a rotation? A rotation is the movement your whole team makes from one position to another in order to gain or retain your guys' advantage. Rotations happen before, during, and after fights. Good rotations allow you to reach fights sooner, take stronger positions, control important areas, avoid unnecessary danger, arrive before the enemy is ready, and increase your uptime. So for rotating with a purpose, you never want to rotate just because you're moving. You want to ask yourself, why am I moving? So a couple examples would be to gain high ground, or to help a teammate, or to control an objective, or to pressure a flank, or to escape danger. I'm pretty much saying that every single rotation should have a purpose, and you shouldn't just be moving just so that you can say that you're moving. One of the biggest advantages in Marvel Rivals is arriving first, so this gets into early rotations. So like another couple examples for early rotations are to reach high ground before the enemy reaches the high ground, or to set up on the off angles before the fight starts, or maybe even just to control the choke before the objective unlocks. These all contain good positioning, and good positioning starts with good rotations. But I want to note that the rotations don't stop when the combat begins. Sometimes you should rotate because number one, your angle no longer has value, or your teammates need help, the enemy has shifted positions, or even that a new opportunity appears and it's better for you to take that opportunity. The best players reposition constantly and reassess when they should reposition. Winning the fight isn't the end. You should be thinking about your post-fight rotations as well. You should be thinking, where should I go next? So like you should maybe push to the high ground, maybe take the space, prepare for the next objective, or just prepare to just cut off the enemy in general. You don't want to stand around and just sit there after winning the round. So on different maps, I want to note that there are some routes or some angles that are better to sit at than others, especially when you know the enemy's team comp. So controlling routes is super important. So a couple examples of controlling the route is the high ground access, the flank routes, the choke points, the objective entrances. These are all examples of where if your team controls these routes, then the enemy team has way fewer options. And now for rotating as a team, if one player is rotating alone, they're vulnerable, but if 6 players rotate together, it creates pressure. Communication helps rotations succeed. So rotating my team composition differs in every single team composition. I'm not going to talk about hybrid because it changes so much, but I am going to talk about the main 3. So first, dive, you want to rotate quickly, you want to look for backline access, and you want to take the aggressive routes. For brawl, you want to rotate together, control the short paths, and fight as a unit super close up. But for poke, You want to rotate and maintain the super strong sight lines. You want to avoid the unnecessary close range fights because you guys are going to lose in the close range fights. And you want to control the high ground whenever is possible. They are going to try to push you out of the high ground and out of the off angles, but it's your job to look for those opportunities. And now for a couple of hero examples. So firstly, we're going to talk about Spider-Man. Spider-Man uses rotations to access his isolated targets. Venom rotates to create new engagement angles. Punisher rotates between high grounds and different sight lines to maintain pressure on the enemy team. And Luna Snow rotates to maintain line of sight on teammates while staying in a safe position. So all of these characters have different rotations and they all matter so much. So now I'm going to go over some team examples, and just like the previous videos, we're going to do the good examples first and then the bad examples after. So for the first good example, your team wins the objective. Instead of standing on the point, everyone rotates to the high ground before the enemy respawns, and now the enemy has to fight uphill. The lesson here is that winning the fight gives you time, and good rotations turn that time into the advantage. And so now for example number 2 of good examples, the enemy team begins rotating through the left side of the map, and instead of staying where you are, your team rotates early to cut them off. The enemy is forced into a bad fight, and the lesson here is that sometimes the best rotation is the one that denies the enemies. So now we're going to go over the bad examples, and I have 2 for you. The first one is your team wins the fight, and everyone stands on the objective doing nothing important. The enemy returns, takes the high ground uncontested, and then wins the fight. The lesson here is that standing still after a win often gives away your advantage. Even if you are ultimate tracking and fight planning, you still need to be proactive during that time. And now for example 2, the Spider-Man rotates deep behind the enemy. The rest of the team stays in the front line, and the Spider-Man ends up fighting alone and dies. So this is wrong, and the lesson here is that a rotation only creates value if your whole team can capitalize on it, if you are getting value for the whole team. So now I'm going to go over some common mistakes that I see in a lot of lower ranked games that I VOD review. So number 1, rotating without a reason. 2, ignoring high ground. Then taking the longest route, rotating alone, standing still after winning, not adjusting to the enemy movement, and following teammates without understanding why. Now I got a couple of questions for you. Number 1, you should be asking, where do I need to be next? This should already be in your fight planning, by the way. You should be already thinking about this, but we're just talking about this today. Where do I need to be next? Is there a stronger position available? Can my team follow up with this rotation? Is my team going to get value with this rotation? What route is the enemy likely to take? And if we win this fight, where should we rotate afterwards? And now for your homework. For your next 5 games, after every one team fight, you should ask yourself, where should my team move next? This should already be included in your fight planning, but it's really important to focus on this because this sets you up better for the next fight. Focus on taking space, high ground, or strong positions instead of standing where the previous fight ended. In next lesson, we'll cover spawn advantage, which is one of the most overlooked concepts in Marvel Rivals in my opinion. Understanding respawn timing, staggering, and spawn distances will completely change how you think about every single team fight. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of the video today. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that this video was a little bit worse than the typical ones. I'm really trying to push this out. It's already 11:40 and I still have some more editing to do. So I'm going to get started on that. Hopefully I can post it by 12. Pretty much I'm going to say the same exact things as I said the last couple of times. I'm going to do it smaller and shorter today because I don't have as much time and I'm running low on time. So number 1, I'm still working on the videos. Thank you for everyone who has been commenting and liking and subscribing. We're at 40 subscribers, which is insane. I never thought I'd get it here. To be honest, I didn't even think I was going to make it this far in the series. But yeah, so that's been really cool. I'm going to post some comp games. I have some VOD reviews coming up with some people. Like I got like 4 scheduled. But yeah, I was going to do one today, but bro, those 5-hour, like I took like a 4.5 hour after church nap, bro. That thing was the best ever. Anyways, lost track of time is pretty much what I'm trying to say. That's why this video is a little bit worse. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.